What's going on, everybody? So been a little bit. One OK Rock. I reacted to their song. I think maybe a year ago. I don't remember, but it was the music video reaction to Renegade. So a lot of people in the comments were telling me I need to listen to their live performances because they're ridiculously good live. You all know I love to listen to a great live band, so that's what we're gonna do right now. Um, I've only heard one song from them, so it was rock-ish, but it had pop elements, right? So I'm gonna assume this is gonna be similar, but only hearing one song, you can't really make a judgment off of what type of music they create. So let's go ahead and get into it. Before we get started, though, please make sure you go to One OK Rock's YouTube channel, like and subscribe. Always support the original artist. If you like what I do, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I do have a Patreon. I've dropped it to $2 now. I think it's just affordable that way. I get more than when you pay more for YouTube or Twitch. I get more of that back on the Patreon when I set it at $2. So if you want to support, that's the best way to do that. It is not required or expected though, so don't trip if you cannot support. All right, now the business is out of the way. Here we go. One OK Rock. They have different rock styles. Some of their songs have metal elements. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I heard the rock elements in the last one we listened to, so I'm super stoked to hear how they're gonna infuse rock into this. All right, here we go. One OK Rock. Look at all those lights. I performed it in front of big crowds, but nothing like that. That's insane.
Think that we're no one, we're nothing, not sorry. They push us, it's too late, not going back.
Gotta say, that bass line is killer. This sounds amazing. I don't know if they like overdubbed over like a lot of bands do the live performance. They go back in the studio and they like touch stuff up. I don't know, but it sounds really good for a live performance. Yeah, I hear the Japanese infused with the English. His English sounds really good, at least when he's singing. I mean, his voice, I think I mentioned this in the last reaction, but his voice is very good for this sort of, right? It's not like screaming metal, right? But it is it is very much rock infused. And I think the grit that he has on his voice is really cool. Yeah, the thing with like, I don't know how young they are. It could be very deceptive with a lot of these Eastern countries with how old they are, but they look fairly young. And it sounds, from some of the lyrics I'm catching and just the overall reaction of the crowd, and the last song, Renegades, a lot of their music is very much so like uplifting and like talks about togetherness, which is honestly, we need more of that. And I like that there's young kids out there doing that. there are performances with screams. I'm not at all saying like I prefer that or whatever. I'm just saying this particular song, his voice sounds perfect for it. He got the grit, but he also has the clean vocals as well to go along with it. Like to be able to know when you need to use grit and not, right? Like there's so much music is either completely clean or completely scream. Like I like mixing it up. Not everything has to be angry and not everything has to be happy, right? There's different tones for different songs that require different performances. And he's hitting it good here, right? Different words, different lines have different meaning, and he's using his voice in different ways to portray that. Right, cat, right? He has that little like, that's a little bit of Fry happening right there. And the energy too, dude, is really good. Yes. Dude, like his voice is insane. Honestly, like that much energy. He's not blowing out the microphone. That has to do with mixing too, but not blowing out the microphone. He's allowed to show that energy. He's allowed to show that emotion. His voice never wavers. Again, crazy vocals. Yes, guitar solo. Kaka is a great vocalist. He was sick during this concert. No way. No way, man. No way. Like, I'm bringing up sports because that's what came to mind. But like people talk about the Michael Jordan flu game or whatever. Like on one hand, everybody reacts differently to being sick, right? So he could maybe not be affected, just have like a runny nose. But also he could be really affected and he still sounds killer. You know what I mean? This is sick. Yeah. It's, by the way, guitar solos. Aviar, how are you doing, man? How you feeling? Guitar solos don't always have to be crazy. Like it could be melodic too. And just like this one was.
We
You can tell he's tired for sure. Yeah, like the emotion that the entire band felt, right, is like that's something I think that what do you want? What do you want? Uh the entire band felt the emotion, right? They're emotional on stage, they're feeling the music, they're feeling the words of the music, the message of the music. And I think that's like something that's missing again in music now is it's all about being formulaic and what's going to get the most listens, right? Like I want my music that I listen to mean something. I want it to be emotional in some way. I want it to be, bring people together or releasing some type of anger or something. Like I want it to mean something. But just seeing the whole band like enjoying what they're doing is something that I love to see. Yeah, I mean, look, One OK Rock's one of those bands where it's like, how do I put it? It's like a little bit of like a pop rock, I guess, is the best way to say it. Which is not my cup of tea. However, their lyrics are often uplifting. That's exactly what I was just going to say. When lyrics are uplifting and they are there to try and make a difference, like, whoops, I'm all for that. I'm all for music that does that. And I will listen to music that does that as much as I want. So yeah, One OK Rock's one of those that's like one in a million type of bands just because of their performance and what they do for their fans, right? Maybe you need to listen to their harder songs. I mean, yeah, I've only heard 2 of their songs, Have you heard Jamrock, The Big Push and the Goals Live on Brighton Beach? I haven't heard that yet, DBRG. The Burger, is that what your name is? I haven't heard that yet. You can put it in the chat, whatever you want to listen to. But I'm not saying it's bad at all, Michael. I'm just saying, like, you won't see any pop rock stuff on my playlist for the most part. There's always going to be outliers, and One OK Rock's one of those outliers where I will listen to the pop rock type of songs if they mean something and if they're meaningful. But yeah, I've only heard 2 of their stuff and both of them were kind of similar. So like if they have harder songs, 100%. You have to remember though, like the stuff I've listened to and listened to are like pretty hard. So like what's hard to some might not be hard to others. And it's not a knock on them at all. I just think I want to be honest about preferences because I just feel like everybody goes out there and takes their opinion and says it's facts. Like, oh, this band sucks. Well, no, they're super talented. You just don't like them. So I just want to be clear that like, I personally might not like the type of music it is, but know for sure that it's amazing. Does that make sense? So anyways, really cool song. I love that one. I like bands that are great at performing. You know what I mean? Like on stage, in the studio, but specifically on stage, I love it. They sound killer. They're into the music. They're emotional. They know that the lyrics mean something and it means something to them. So that was really cool. So again, make sure you go to One OK Rock's YouTube channel, like and subscribe, support the original artist. I do appreciate love and support. And do remember that good vibes are contagious.